Bonjour les Eurovoxxers.
La France a choisi sa chanson pour l'Eurovision en mai.
Et le gagnant est Madame Monsieur.
Wouh!
Je suis née ce matin, je m'appelle Merci. On m'a tendu la main et je suis en vie.
So Jess, there was a lot of talk this week about which song would win. A lot of people talking about Lissandro, some people talking about Emmy,
Yeah.
some people talking about Marlowe. But ultimately, Madame Monsieru was the song that won. We know it's been quite a big song recently in the French charts. What do you think of the song?
Well, if I'm being completely honest with you, it was not my favourite going into the competition, and it still is not my favourite. When I saw their performance in the semi-final, I sort of, had a feeling that there was something about this song that would appeal to the French public. And then watching them again in the final tonight, I kind of thought, okay, this is definitely going to do well. And I could see, it being the type of song and performance that people would like and people would vote for. And so I kind of had the sneaking suspicion all along that it was going to win. Even though it was not my favourite and I didn't want it to win, I knew it would win anyway. So I'm not surprised by the result, but for me personally, I'm a little bit disappointed. Personally, I would have liked to have seen either Lissandro or Malo win, because I personally think they would have got the best result for France in Lisbon. So I'm not quite sure how Madame Monsieur are really going to do for France. I mean, I think the song needs a big kind of, the staging and the outfits need a big kind of revamping in order to do well. So for me personally, I think out of a good selection of songs that France had, they didn't choose the best one in my opinion.
I mean, everyone would have had their favourites during this competition. I think let's start with the fact that actually France had 8 really good songs to choose from. I had my favourites. This wasn't one of them. I think Lissandro was my favourite tonight. However, it is actually a good song. It's very, very radio friendly. I've been listening to it on my way home from work. It is something you can sing along to, and after they've won tonight, it's been in my head, and we've kind of been humming it as well. So maybe it has got that kind of hook that will get in people's heads, and that's always a good thing at Eurovision. I think in terms of performance, I found out a lot more about the song thanks to our viewers who have been posting comments underneath our videos. I know there's a story to the song, and I think it'd be really good for them to get that across on stage in Lisbon. I think the problem they might have is obviously with the French lyrics, which I don't think they should change. I think the song should stay in French, but they need to communicate that story to the non-francophone viewers who won't understand what the song is about.
I mean, I think maybe even if they were to just add a line or two in English, maybe just 1 or 2 lines, just so people can kind of get a bit of the message. Maybe that could work potentially.
I mean, Je m'appelle Merci. A lot of people will understand that, but I think there is more of a story behind the song, and I think people knowing that story would actually help them get votes. I think in terms of the voting, I think this will be a song that will. Which will fare quite well with the juries. I think the juries will like it. It's a very kind of musically credible song. In terms of televotes, I'm not so sure yet because we don't know what else we're going to have in Lisbon. Obviously, this is only the second song that's been selected. All in all, I think it's a good choice. It's not the choice I would have gone for. However, you can't knock France. They've put in such effort this year with their selection process. John Olasand came onto the stage tonight and was saying you need to stick with this. The fact that they've had kind of Christa Bjorkman involved and all these international juries, hopefully this is the start of kind of a bit of a tradition for France in terms of letting the public have a say in what song they send to Eurovision. In terms of the show, Jess, how do you think it went tonight? Were you impressed with the final?
Yeah, I mean, both with the semi-finals and the final, I've been very impressed with the whole, kind of the whole affair. To me, I get the impression that the French are in it to win it. And compared to, sort of previous years, it appears that they've really kind of stepped up their game. And I feel like they're really taking it more seriously now.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that they've kind of, invited the French public to vote for the song they want rather than just choosing someone themselves already is a big step in the right direction anyway. The whole kind of staging and production I thought was very good. Really just everything about it, which I can't really fault it. I can't really find any negatives, to be honest with you. Everything, it was a good, enjoyable evening to watch.
And I have to say, I've actually enjoyed this whole process with Destination Eurovision. When they announced they were going to have a national final, we thought it might still be a bit low key. However, they have put a lot of effort into the shows. The 2 semi-finals had high viewing figures, I think, in the 2 to 3 million, which is actually good for a show these days. And the final, they're good production. Not a huge studio, but I don't really think that matters because they pulled it off well. Maybe it'll be bigger next year. You kind of get a sense that they're starting their journey towards a bit of a Melody Festival and type route, kind of getting Krista involved and John Olasand on the stage. I think it's exciting times to come. Obviously, in terms of French performance at Eurovision, in the past couple of years have done very well. We've had Amir who came in 6th, and I think Alma who came 12th. I think just 12th. outside the top 10. So they've got something to build on. So Jess, how about any other songs that stood out for you tonight?
So for me, the 2 standouts of tonight were Lisandro and Malo. Lisandro, he's very young, he's only 18 I believe, and so he's sort of just starting out his kind of musical career, I would say, but the confidence he appeared to have on stage was really quite incredible, and his performance matched with his song I think was very radio friendly. It's very catchy. To me, Lisandro seems like the type of person that's been performing for many years, even though he's only so young and just starting his journey. And for me, that was really quite nice to see. And I think if he was to go to Eurovision, I think it would have really translated with the European public at home. The fact that he just is exuding this confidence. And then with regards to Malo, I found his song and his whole performance very kind of entrancing. Maybe slightly in a Salvador way. Kind of a performance that just kind of draws you in and makes you believe what they're singing, even though you don't understand it, and just kind of, puts you in a moment. And to be honest with you, I was almost confident that the public would put that song first. But obviously I was wrong. But it still got top 3, so, I guess that's good.
I have to say Lisandro was kind of the standout for me tonight as well. I mean, that boy can sing. They were doing the duets before. They covered Zombies, I think it was a Cranberry song, which is very fitting at the moment. And his voice was amazing. So, I kind of had high hopes for Lisandro. As to whether he'll come back and try out for Eurovision again, probably not. I think he's probably launching his career. But he's one to watch for the future, I think. Malo, again, another standout song for me, and also Emiliana as well. I mean, she did really well with the international juries, not so well with the public televote, which I think was actually probably the shock tonight for me. I think she came in, was it 6th or 5th, with only 30 points with the French public. However, as I said before, the standard of songs was very high, so I think any of the songs that could have got selected tonight, France could have been proud of. So all in all, a good selection, and well done, France. You've done yourselves proud this year. So guys, as always, we would love to know what you think. Did your favourite win tonight? Are you a big supporter of Madame Monsieur and their song Mercy? Do you think Lissandra and Ava should have won? Or are you a big Chow and Marlo supporter? Don't forget to let us know in the comments below. Also, tell us how you think this song will do at Eurovision. Is it going to be big with the juries? Is it going to get televotes? Do let us know. Also, don't forget to follow us on social media. You can see all our social media icons down there. And otherwise, until next time, guys, see ya. Bye.
Au revoir.